Hey guys, GI Customs here. Today we have the EufyMake 1 printer. I just got this thing in. We got a couple things going on in this video. First, we're gonna go over the unboxing. So we're gonna go back in time a little bit and go unboxing of this thing. Let you guys see how that process works, what all is involved, how you get it in case you are wanting one. The other part of that is I believe and gonna find out that this is gonna be a game changer, not only for the customs and different things that I have already going out to customers, but also as an addition to the store. So make sure to stay tuned through the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below of whether you think this is gonna be a game changer or not, and what kind of stuff do you think it could do that you would like to see. So without further ado, let's get going.
Take a seat in the show. It's GI Customs where the cool kids go. We got action figures and a dash of flair, custom paint jobs that'll make you stare. Toys on the table, colors in the air, 3D dreams printed with care. GI Customs, it's a wild ride, painting the past with the future by side.
All right, now that I got everything out of the boxes for the most part, I do still have a laminating machine that comes with it that's proprietary to them for stickers or transfers, as I'm going to be doing a good amount of. I'll get that out here in a bit, but we're going to get the machine up and going. All right, according to this gigantic thing here, plug in, power indicator light will turn green. Where is the power indicator light? Ah, there it is. It is absolutely green. Next is install all 6 UV cartridges in the correct slots in order by color. All right. Now I've got the inks installed. Next step is to install the cleaning cartridge. So what's really cool about this machine is it actually, cleaning cartridge here, it actually clean and go through a cleaning cycle when it needs to automatically. So you don't have to worry about cleaning it or messing with things. You just have to make sure that you get your cleaning cartridge and have an extra one on hand. That way, when it runs out, you can, you can keep going, because I did hear, so let's come out of here. There we go. I did hear that once it is ready to be cleaned, it will not print anymore. Take off these protective caps. There's 3 of them. I'm going to hold on to these in case I need to move this or do something. They're nice to have. Anything like that, in my opinion, is a good thing to hold on to. Get this thing out of its bag. So the cleaning cartridges are pretty cool. So it actually comes with a resealable bag, which is cool. Pop that in. Oh, it's making all kinds of noises. All right, it knows those little things in the cleaning cartridge. So you can see here, it comes with a resealable bag. You tear the top off, get it out, and then it's got a Ziploc. My assumption is you can now use this to put the old cartridge in once it's done and put it back in here and seal it up, because it's going to be full of resin, so you don't want to you know, just throw it in your trash can or something. But last step here is to put in the filter. So it does have a built-in filter, though I know, I think Samcraft has said he actually made a, hold the tags. He actually made an attachment for this so that you can hook up an exhaust system straight from here and run it out. So I might end up doing that once it's in its final resting place. So hey, I have been using the EufyMake E1 for I think about 2 weeks now, since the unboxing, coming in, and it's very impressive. There's a lot of different things it can do, and I know I'm only scratching the surface, but I have done everything from printing decals. So I've got these up on my site right now, but they print it on a sticky paper that comes from EufyMake E1, and then you run it through a laminator, and you can cut these apart, and they're just transfer decals. So you cut it apart, peel the white off, stick it on what you want to, rub it in a little bit, peel the clear off, and it's on there. And they're not easy to take off. So it works really well. I love the detail. I've also printed straight on items. So these sign tops, Mark II Designs put together. He already had a sign, but I asked him to break it apart into pieces so they could be taken on and off, and so that they could be printed flat. That was one thing. This was all one piece originally, in his original design, because he didn't design it for this purpose. And I tried hanging the feet off the edge of the plate, the printing plate, and it was fine. This could stay flat, but what I didn't know is when you print the big plate, so it comes with a really small one and then a big one. The big one, when it first takes the picture, it just goes up to the end, but then when it starts to print, it pulls it all the way through and starts, and it hit this and pushed this right off the plate. So we redesigned it, as I said, and came up with this little deal that pops on but just sits flat, and it prints right on there, and it prints fantastic. I've had a few issues. This guy right here is not supposed to have any white in it. I printed it just CMYK, so just black in this case, and you can see there's some little white spots in here. They didn't all come out that way, just a couple of them. The rest of them came out pure black. So not sure if there was just maybe some leftover white in the tubes, or what the deal is. Here's another one, little sign, so same idea, but just a single piece. Can lay it on the tray flat, prints it right in there. And something like this, I mean, just one of these probably takes 4 or 5 minutes to print, so it's really not that much, which is really cool. So far, I haven't been able to find anything that it can't do that I want it to do. I even put these little guys in there and printed these caution signs straight on it, which is cool. So these little electrical boxes, and you can see they're not perfectly flat on top. They've got just a little raised area on there, along with the little latch here, and didn't have a problem with that at all. So, it doesn't have to be perfectly flat, just mostly flat. That there is a limit to the texture and curvature that it will do. It cleans itself, stays in they call it a moisturizing state, where it's not letting the inks dry up in the system. Fantastic. Next month, EufyMake is supposed to be, or actually this month now, it's May. Later this month, they're supposed to be in stock. So before you ordered and you waited at least a few months before you'd see anything, because they were still in Kickstarter mode. Right now they are in full production mode, so they are doing all kinds of stuff. The U.S. warehouse, I guess, first or second week in May, is supposed to be ready to ship out. So inks, everything else, which was my concern of how fast can I get inks when I run out, because I'm gonna run out. All the stuff I've printed, all the test prints, the regular CMYK is still in good shape. It's not using a whole lot, but white, it uses a lot of white. It usually does, I think it's default set 3 layers of white and then CMYK on top of that, which is great for, even something like this, that you want that yellow to look yellow and not grayed out, because it's just going to look like you sprayed clear yellow paint over gray. You'll see it, but it's not going to come out the color you want it to come out. So it uses a lot of white, and I usually bump that up on if it's a darker background. I think this one, because I wanted that red to come out, I changed the white to 5 layers. So not huge, but it does use then a lot more white than all the other colors. So I've already ordered replacement white, and actually EufyMake, I'll post a video up here of it here if I can find it. They have released that they are making an ink tower. That's what I think it looks like. Hopefully I can have it up here. That is going to hold larger inks. So right now all their ink cartridges are 100 milliliters. They're gonna have 300 milliliters for all the CMYK colors, and then white's going to be 1,000 milliliters, and I think gloss, which you also use a fair amount. It kind of covers everything at the end. That's, I think, is going to be 1,000 as well. So more cost for sure, but longer in between having to order inks, run out in the middle of a job or anything like that. You don't want to do that if you're producing a lot of stuff. So that's coming. I don't think they have an ETA or prices or anything on that, but it's going to exist. They are also producing their own ventilation system and air purifier that'll come straight out of the side, attaches to the front where that filter goes in, and is routed out the side, and then goes down to a small box. That's pretty cool. I mean, for me, I haven't noticed a lot of a smell if you're standing right by it. Now I've got it on the other side of the wall from where I am now, in a closed, unfinished side of the basement. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'm not running it 24 hours a day right now, where those resin fumes are just everywhere. But I could see that being a concern for some people, especially if you've got it in an upstairs office in a more living space. There is some fumes while you're doing it. Now it's got that filter. If you're using the small plate, you can close it all up and you can smell almost nothing. It's the big plate when the doors have to be open so the plate goes through. That's when you smell it a little more. But again, you got to be right up on it to smell that, in my opinion. So overall, I love this. I definitely think it's going to be a game changer. It already is allowing me to do stuff that I could not do before. These signs would not be possible the way they are right now without ordering a whole bunch of decals from places and stuff, and you would have residue in between here, even from a water slide, wouldn't come out the same. So it's doing stuff that other things can't do, and you're like, this isn't coming off, which is really cool. I mean, I think I did a little test. You can scratch this with everything but metal. So I got all the way up to metal pliers and was scratching it. Finally left marks in it. And at that point, it's scratching the plastic and everything else. So I'm very impressed with the durability of it. Especially if it's printed on there, but even the stickers, once they're transferred onto the surface and you've got it rubbed on there good, it's not going anywhere. And all of it does have a little bit of a gloss. The stickers, you have an option of sticker setting, which has more gloss on it. It's not terrible, but it's. I would love them to have a matte finish. So instead of that gloss cartridge that seals everything in with the gloss, I'd love it to be a matte finish as well, and you could select it. I would. Hopefully they'll do that at some point, to just have a matte cartridge that would go in there where the gloss is instead, and you could pick. Any of my stuff, if I really want it matte, like this electric box, if you get it in the right light, you can see it's got some sheen on there. I wouldn't mind taking that away. I just spray it with a matte clear coat, and it goes right away and doesn't look that glossy anymore at all. I haven't done it on this one, obviously, but it doesn't hurt it, doesn't mess with it, doesn't change it at all. I've sprayed over a bunch of it now with no issues whatsoever. So, moral of the story, I would recommend one if you can afford it and you can go out there and you can do this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun, and I haven't even scratched the surface, I think, of the possibilities with it. I've got some stuff coming out actually in a couple days. I'll show this here. It's going to be hard to see. I'll hold it over my extra white face. This is just printed with no white, so CMYK only, on a clear acrylic. So some clear transparent computer screens and stuff are going to be really cool. So I was messing with that and already have plans to utilize that. Again, some stuff that without this machine, you're not doing it the same way. So you might be able to get some form of that in some fashion. It's going to take you a lot of extra time, and it's not going to come out looking as nice. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey there, world, take a seat in the show.